If you're getting constantly rejected by women, you're in luck today. That's because in this video, I'll be showing you exactly what you've been doing wrong, while I also tell you 3 things you must do immediately if you want to start getting results and better your chances on the playing field. Hi, my name is Mayo Adebaju, a life coach, a dating/relationship expert, a businessman all summed up in one. You're welcome to my channel. In this channel, you'll be learning how to become a real man, how to live a better life for yourself, for your spouse, for your families, and even the world at large. We'll be discovering ourselves on this journey together. Welcome back. Getting the woman of your dreams is quite easier than you think, but a lot of it is dependent on you knowing that for you to stand a chance with her, she must first find you attractive. Now, this attraction I'm talking about is not limited to your physical qualities alone. She can be attracted to your intelligence. She can be attracted to the way you talk, the way you dress, your educational background, and all other sort of things. But the bottom line is she must be attracted to you for you not to be rejected. Now, the mistake many of us make is that we approach a lady with lies. Sometimes you do more than you're actually capable of. Sometimes you tell her more about yourself than you're actually capable of, and she can see through that. Yeah, there's this quote everywhere that says women are attracted by what they hear, men are attracted by what they see. But this line should not be something based on gender. It is not limited by gender. Everyone can be attracted by what they see and at the same time be attracted by what they hear. I personally, we understand the fact that through evolution, man has evolved, because we used to be hunters anyway. Man has evolved to use his sight more. So we have more developed sight than females. So obviously that's why men are better drivers. That has been said several times. But then again, they also say women are more evolved to call you out on your bullshit. So they see you miles afar when you're lying, when you're coming forward, fronting what you're not. So it's all encompassing anyway. As a guy, I can be attracted to you. In fact, that's mostly, obviously, we are attracted by looks. But then again, when you get talking with the person, when you get talking with the woman, and she appears to be not as intelligent as you would expect, you can't tell me you don't feel a sense of discouragement. When you make advances at a lady, when you approach her for the first time, for her to accept you, she has to feel a kind of connection to you. Now, if you're some of the mistakes we've been making is that probably because of your past rejections, you've already lost your steam. You don't have that enthusiasm about you anymore. You are not even sure of yourself. You are doing it wrong. Instead of focusing on if she might reject you, why don't you focus on what if it goes well? Cultivate positivity. Again, another thing is people probably go out of their league. Have you asked yourself very important questions like, am I attractive enough? If I was her, would I even listen to me? Do you understand all those things? What is your qualification? What's your educational background? Are you even valuable enough as a man to want to approach that woman? Are you broke? These are sad realities that we need to pay attention to if you actually really want to do this. If you want to put so these are all the things you've been doing wrong. Now, while it may take a man a while to discover if this lady is actually pretending to be what she's not, women are faster to discern. So that's a no. Don't even approach her with lies. That's the number one thing you're doing wrong. The second thing is you need to stop putting women on a pedestal. How do I mean? When you put a woman on a pedestal simply because she's pretty, you're simply objectifying her, and you'll come across to her as someone that is desperate to be loved, someone that's desperate to be in a relationship. She doesn't want that. She wants to be discovered as well. You should approach her like a regular human being, not your imaginary dream girl, not your imaginary perfect human. You understand? Another reason why a lot of guys cannot seem to get a girlfriend is that they are too lazy. They act like slobs. They don't even take care of themselves or their bodies. Now, why is it not ironical? While you complain about your body all day long, you are now crying about not being able to get a girlfriend. How does that even make sense? Now, another thing that we do wrong is that sometimes we reek of desperation. And see, this is always a turn off. That lady, that woman, that female was not created for you. She has a whole other life prior to the time you approach her. So you don't expect her to just accept you head on. Yeah, fine. It works that way for some people, but not always. So learn to wait it out. She can't possibly accept you every time you approach a lady. So you should learn to be able to wait or handle rejection better. When you seem desperate, when you're like, I must do this, I must do that. You're passing across an information to her that like this, it's like your life depends on this. If you don't get her, then you're dead. Nobody wants that. Nobody. Another thing is that some guys approach ladies while reeking of desperation. This is a big turn off. Her life was not created because of you. It doesn't exist because of you, and she has a whole different life prior to the time you approach her. So give it some time. Let it sink in. Let your advance towards her sink in. She doesn't have to accept you right away. Learn to wait it out. Don't be too eager. Don't be too anxious about it. If not, man, the lady will look at you like it's like this one's life depends on this. And what's that? Well, nobody wants that kind of burden. We all have enough to deal with already. Now, having established some of the things that many guys do wrong in their approaches, now these are the things you need to do immediately to start earning the respect of a woman and as well get better results when you approach one. Number one, be audacious and be more flirtatious. Flirting is an art. See, effective and proper flirting will give you results that you can only imagine. It doesn't matter whether you're handsome looking or you look like something that just crawled out of the sewer. Once you know how to flirt and you flirt well, a lady will often find you attractive. That's just the truth. Now, flirting, I don't mean pointless, unstrategic flirting. If you know how to flirt well, even beyond dating, even beyond your relationship, well into marriage, and if you want to sustain that relationship, you need to keep a level of flirting to keep up the spark. Do you understand? So similar way, when you're approaching the lady for the first time, you must carry your flirting game. Learn to hold conversations, learn to make her feel good about herself, learn to compliment her when she does something, even when she doesn't. Make this a lifestyle. Let her feel good about herself every time she is around you. Use proper body languages when you're talking to her. Lean more towards her. Hold her hands. Keep eye contact. Playful banter and all sorts of things like that. These things help her to be glued to you. Another thing you should do right away. Number 2 thing is level up. Level up. Bring your A game. Get to the gym. Build your shape, look good, smell nice, be attractive, do stuff that will make you more valuable, that makes that see, women are very competitive with themselves, and she wants to see you as an added value to her. When she's with her friends, she wants to be able to say, that's my guy, and they will be like, whoa. How then does she introduce you when you're looking all sluggish and all that? These are things you need to pay attention to. I can tell you this for free. As far as you're looking good, you're looking nice, you smell nice, you're well kept, you don't have to be the best looking guy in the room. Often women will find you attractive that way. And like I established earlier on, the rejection comes from her not finding you attractive. So once the attraction is done, then you can be sure of your acceptance. The last thing, I know this will be scandalous, but I will say it anyway. The last point I want to make is that get out more often. Approach different girls, like as many as possible, just to sharpen up your game. Do you understand? Probably because you've been rejected many times in the past, you now don't even have the hang of it. If you want to now build this confidence that we're talking about, if you want to be cool around, if you want to be the cool guy around ladies, if you want to get out more often, expose yourself to this very thing that has almost become a nightmare to you. There are people on that level that by now they can't even look at a lady in the eye, they can't even talk to her. If you're already in that place, you are not totally done for. It can still be corrected. What you just need to do is expose yourself to this thing that you now fear the most. How many rejections can you take? How many can't you take? You've already seen a lot, so it can only get better. There are chances that maybe the next person you're talking to will actually give you listening ears and will like you. If you put all these things together, don't even mind that she can reject you. It happens to the best of us. I think I've had to face rejection only once in my life, and I was very small then. The rejection was not even really a rejection per se, but to me, by my standards, it was a rejection. Even though actually we later got together and we later got to do stuff because I was persistent enough and I never gave up. But then to me, I still recorded that as a rejection. So get out more often, expose yourself to ladies, get talking with them. You never know. The more you try, the more your chances. So now we're almost at the end of this episode. Now that we've talked about what you've been doing wrong approaching ladies and how you should now get it right, don't make one mistake. That mistake is don't go to her trying to give her the impression that you are the richest man in the whole world. Don't go to her trying to get her to like you because of something you are not. I've already spoken about that in the previous video. You can check. So if there's anything I missed out in this session, you could drop it in the comment section below. Let other kings learn from it. If there's something you think people still do wrong in their approaches, drop it in the comment section. If there's something you think they should do more if they want to get better results that I've not talked about here, please drop it in the comment section. Like and share with your fellow kings. Thank you. See you next time.